How you doing, everybody? I decided to do a little video on food additives. I know most of you probably looked at the food additives, and some of them you knew what they were and some not. Some got long names like this. You have no idea what they are unless you really look into it. Well, I decided to get online and figure out what some of this stuff is. A lot of it I did know, but some of them I didn't. Oh, I got an eye opener. There's there's over 10,000 chemicals used in our food. 10,000. I mean, that's ridiculous. There's over 1,480 that are approved by the FDA. There's over 140 color additives used in our food. There's 2,700 natural or artificial flavors in our food today that are approved by the FDA. There's over 500 pesticides being used in our food. So I'm going to give you an idea of where I got this information. If you want, there's so much out there, it would take hours and hours and hours to go through all of this. So what I did is I got about a dozen or so things here I'm going to go through and explain what they are and what they do to our bodies. But I'm going to give you an idea where I got this stuff from in case you want to look it up yourself. One of them is the Center for Science and the Public Interest, and the website is www.cspinet.org, and a couple others are the Daily Meal and Food Republic. So if you're interested in finding a little bit more, or a lot more really, you can look it up. Number one is butane, and it is what it sounds like. It's lighter fluid, and it's in chicken nuggets, frozen TV dinners, processed foods, crackers, cereal, and bars. Estrogen, we all know what estrogen, that's found in milk and low-fat dairy products. Propylene glycol, that's antifreeze. That's found in pills, cosmetics, fat-free cookie dough, ice cream, cake mix, and low-fat salad dressings. Artificial, now I'm talking about artificial vanilla flavor. Comes from all different, it's coming from wood pulp, which is a byproduct of the pulp industry. And it also comes from the beaver, yeah, that's a beaver's anal glands. That's where your fake imitation artificial vanilla is. Food colorings, most of them are bad, some of them are okay, but the red 4 is something we shouldn't eat. Cysteine, it's a dough conditioner. It comes from hair, it's used, has duck feathers and hair in it. And that's what the dough conditioner is made out of. Ammonia sulfate, that's a fertilizer. That's provides nitrogen for yeast, and it creates a more consistent product, but that's what's in it. You know those Skittles, those little candy, shiny little candy things that you put on cookies? That's covered with shellac, and that's a wood preservative. That's what you put on tables and furniture and everything else, and that's what's on those little candy coated things that go on cookies and all that. Lanolin is an oil that comes from sheep wool, and it's found in chewing gum and some vitamin products. Aspartame, I think everybody knows what aspartame is. It's an artificial sweetener, and there's a whole bunch of stuff on that, but that should be, don't even touch it. That causes cancer, a whole bunch of everything from soup to nuts. This study has been published all the way back from 2004, causes cancer, leukemia, lymphoma. Other studies suggest that it's related to brain tumors. There's so much on aspartame that aspartame is just something shouldn't be in our food. It shouldn't be used as a sweetener. I run into a doctor one time, and he was using aspartame. It was a real hot day, and he got some pop, and he was drinking some pop, and he felt real dizzy, and he thought it was because of the heat. So he laid down for a while, and he got up and drank another can. He got headaches all over again. So for the heck of it, he went to another doctor friend of his, and they did went to a laboratory and did a study on it, and the stuff they found in it, I won't even go into it, but the garbage that was in it was unbelievable. And they found out that you couldn't get it off the shelves if you wanted to, because there's a lot of high-profile people that own this company. Actually, he went on TV, everything else, trying to get people to stop using it, and it was disbarred. That's how bad that stuff is. There's a couple other things here I'll go into. Sodium benzoate. That's another something bad that's in pop and juices. BHT, it retards rancidity. It's found in cereals and a whole bunch of stuff. Should avoid that wherever possible, and that's pretty hard to do because it's in everything. Monosodium glutamate, I think everybody knows about that. That's real bad stuff. And autolyzed yeast. And natural flavors. Now what the FDA allows, there's some chemicals they don't have to put down in the ingredients, and they can put it under autolyzed yeast or under natural flavors. So if you see a product that has natural flavors, that doesn't mean it's that it is a natural flavor, like say an orange or whatever. They can hide certain chemicals underneath natural flavors. So the FDA say it's good, that doesn't normally mean it's good. And every couple of years the FDA upgrades their what can be used and what can't, and what percent can be used. So if it was like so many parts per million or something like that, well then in the next couple of years they'll upgrade it, or you can use more. Monosodium glutamate, of course, is a flavor enhancer, but the chemicals that make it a flavor enhancer is it's not fit for human consumption. So again, I read all of this stuff, and when I got on the internet, I know a lot of stuff on the internet isn't good, but like I say, where I got all of this information from, just one place. I got it from home. There's hundreds of sites on there that you can check in on this. And most of it is all bad. There's not too much that says it's any good. So anyway, I thought I'd just bring this up. Be careful what you're eating. Best thing to do is go organic if you can. I know organic food is expensive, and food itself is expensive nowadays, but it's best to kind of watch what you're eating. So again, till next video, thanks again for watching. Let's see you.